Hey guys, welcome to my first video. My name is Chris, or Chris Catch, and I'm here to explain to you my first month experience as a real estate agent. So let's get into it and let's go. Hey. All right, so before we get right into it, I want to preface this that before coming into this field as a real estate agent, I was completely fresh, completely green. I had no prior knowledge or experience with real estate whatsoever. However, one of the many reasons why I decided to join was I heard and I felt that being in this field required a lot of people skills, a lot of interpersonal skills, like knowing how to engage with people from many different walks of life and also building up relationships. And those kind of soft skills that you sometimes take years to learn, that's what this field really requires. And it is true, it is 100% true that. And another one of my reasons that I joined is that one of my childhood friends, who actually was very successful, also was a real estate agent and was successful as a real estate agent. And she actually agreed to mentor me, which I thought was huge. And as we go further on in this video, you will see it is almost absolutely necessary to have a mentor, especially if you're a new agent, And anyways, I'm in Florida here, and I took my 63-hour course, passed my background check, and had to take a state license exam. I actually knocked all that out in a month and a half, which is, pat on my back. But in no way did that prepare me for what was to be a real estate agent here. Like it kind of gives you understanding, this is not going to be easy, but did not really prepare me for what was to be ahead. So anyways, I joined my childhood friend's realty company, EXP, which I think is a fantastic company, mainly because I'm a tech person. I always like technology, even though I wasn't in IT. I enjoy cloud-based platforms and stuff like that. And EXP is I think the only cloud-based realty company in the world, or maybe not, but it's the biggest one at least. That was a huge selling point for me. I can do a lot of these things online. There's not a lot of brick and mortar EXP because they focus again on the cloud-based, and they actually, I think, offer one of the best, if not the best, splits for new agents, commission splits. So that was also another selling point for me. And they even have a world in the metaverse where you can go and take your classes, your courses. You can meet with realtors and brokers from all over the world, right from your computer, which I think is fantastic. You have access to all this knowledge, all this information, all this training right there at your computer. Now, to my first month. So I told you about how wonderful EXP is and why I decided to become an agent, or some of the reasons. However, my first month, if I could describe it in one word, it would be overwhelming. The amount of everything, the amount of information, the amount of training, the amount of people you need to get in contact with. It comes all at you at once. And if you're not prepared, which I wasn't really, it almost can dishearten you. So again, I said EXP is fantastic, but if you go to their site, there's hundreds of different trainings. And you kind of look at this and you don't even know where to begin. There's just so much. Where do you even start? And so that is basically where I was when I my first day. I was like, I don't know if I can actually do this. It's so much. There's no way I can fit all that information, all that training in my head. But my mentor, who was absolutely fantastic, she kind of was like, we're just gonna have to break this down in this smaller bite-sized pieces. And that's what we did. So I think for the first 2 weeks, I was basically just looking at houses. That's all. Not even focused on contracts, listing presentations, buyer disclosure, none of that. Just look at houses. That's what I'm doing. So look at houses and meet with lenders, title, appraisers, and inspectors. Just kind of meet with them, kind of just talk, build up some kind of relationships with some of these people in my area. And so I remember looking at the houses and learning a lot, different floor plans, learning in which areas, in this floor plan, where's the HVAC, where's the water heater, all this kind of stuff that I should know right off the bat. The second I walk in the house, I should be able to basically know it. So when clients ask me, I already have that information here. And so I even had my family sometimes come out with me, and I would show them my house, and I would have them ask me some questions, some difficult questions, like really challenge me, because if I didn't know the answer, I could write that down and then ask my mentor and ask, how would you answer this kind of question? So that was actually really good, and I'm still learning. There's still a lot for me to learn, but those first 2 weeks was that was really helpful. And then I also worked on visiting open houses, talking to other agents, seeing how they do open houses, seeing how you conduct it. And I think now this last week, I actually focused on, we got like a dialer system, a CRM system, and working on, my website, and working on cold calling, which I did for the first time yesterday. And oh my God, that was an experience, because for me, whenever you get like a call, a solicitation on the phone, you're not usually in a good mood, or you're not usually happy to answer that phone. I never wanted to be that person on the other side. So that was a huge obstacle for me to overcome. And I just started yesterday. That was an interesting experience. I think I might explain it in another video, but anyways, I ended up getting an appointment for a listing, a possible listing for next week, that gave me a huge boost of confidence when I was already kind of after doing this for like a month, I'm just meeting with people, but not really meeting with clients, just like getting my foundation set. That was my first kind of, there's a possibility, like, okay, now things are going. So that was actually really exciting for me. But again, that was like towards the end of my month. I just did it yesterday, and that was like the end of my first month. So, but I don't want to make this video to scare you guys. If you're coming into here wanting to go into real estate or become a real estate agent, I just want to let you know that it is going to be challenging, especially if you're going to be like me, like starting from ground zero. It is going to be challenging, but some of the perks that I like. Let me get into the perks. I have full control of my schedule. Now, my mentor and I, we decided to make a team, which is hugely beneficial. I'm actually almost every weekday working next to my mentor, and some occasions I think she's gotten slightly annoyed with me just because I ask so many questions, but it's all good because we're childhood friends, and now I'm starting to get kind of gauge, like, okay, let me try to figure this out on my own, because she's a great mentor, but she's also wanting me to kind of like instill, like, you need some independence. Like, sometimes if you don't know the answer, don't just ask, kind of try to figure out for yourself. And that's something I'm trying to learn here. So also, every day is different. I love the fact that every day is different. So like for me, for our team at the moment, my schedule is like, we come kind of in the morning, we do a lot of like admin stuff, maybe make some calls in the morning, look at some houses, do some comps. And then in the afternoon, we just go out. We look at other houses, we might meet up with people, have a meeting with any of these people that we need to build relationships with. We'll go out and have a meeting, and that's something I love. I love being able to like go out. I cannot stand working behind a computer all day. I need to go out. I need to engage with people. I need to build those relationships. That's something that that's just part of who I am. So that's one part I really love about this job. But yeah, this has been my first month. I haven't closed anything, haven't made any sales, I haven't made any commissions, and I don't think you should expect to do that when you become a real estate agent, like right off the bat. It's going to take probably a couple months, unless you're really lucky, unless you're like really skilled. But I think normally it's going to take at least a couple, maybe 2, 3, maybe up to 4 or 5 months before you're going to get that first commission. So yeah, if you're looking to be an agent, I would recommend it, but I will recommend it with a bit of warning that you need to be able to kind of structure yourself in a way that you want to succeed, because there's no real boss telling you what to do. Like, if you don't make these commissions, if you don't go out and meet these people, it's on you. you got to really kind of structure yourself in that set. But yeah, I think it's fantastic. I think the more people that do this that are good with their soft skills, good with interpersonal skills, I think the better it will be. But yeah, that's it. If you like the video, then like it. If you want to ask me questions, please ask me some questions down here. I want this YouTube channel to not just be for people that are interested in realty. I want to kind of also make it for people that are interested in real estate. Like they might want to buy, sell, especially in this Florida area, and I want to be that person to help them. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic day or night, wherever you are in this world. And yeah, peace.